When comes the time to get on a date, you might be clueless about what to say so that she wants to escalate things positively with you. And over the years, I have seen countless guys making the same exact mistakes over and over again, and today I want to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes I have seen countless times and what to do instead to make sure the date is going your way instead of ending into a disaster. The mistake number 1 is none other than staying into rapport building forever. Everyone who has heard one day about NLP, about a sales negotiation, or any kind of persuasion tactics knows about building and maintaining rapport, to build trust with the prospect. However, at some point, especially if it is in a dating context, you have to take the lead. Into our culture, women are conditioned to be led by a man during the date. She might not want to be led at work or into the family, but during the date, she is naturally expecting that you take the lead whenever something has to happen between the two of you. And one counterintuitive move to that extent is to be more comfortable with silence and pauses. Even if you don't have something insanely interesting to say, and even if she is not extremely involved in the conversation, being comfortable with silence and looking into her eyes silently while smiling gently, it is a huge way of building sexual tension between the two of you. That might be highly uncomfortable, and right here you can see where you stand, because if when you do this she's kind of giggling nervously, then you know it is on. If when you do this, not staring like a serial killer, but just having a comfortable pose while looking into her eyes, if she's in that case trying to catch the conversation onto some other topic while looking elsewhere, then she's uncomfortable and she's not really there yet. But if she's smiling or giggling or like nervously hiding away, then she's definitely into you, and that's how you know the conversation is going really well. And in order to get out of this comfortable rapport forever phase and getting out of the friend zone for sure, or avoid getting stuck in the friend zone after that date, you can always maintain in mind the outcome. If the outcome is to get her to follow into your apartment, the tricky thing is to maintain that outcome in mind while remaining flexible. Even if it does not happen today, that's fine. Simply maintain that outcome in your mind, make it flash into your mind every time you don't know what to say anymore, and it will give you the right inspiration to know which topic of conversation is the best to use next. If you just remain into the same boring topics forever, that might be enough to get her to remain talkative, but that won't be enough in most cases to get her to escalate emotionally enough to follow you into your apartment, if that is your goal. The way I do this usually is obviously not by maintaining a picture in my mind every time as I talk to her, definitely not. It is just whenever I was kind of lost in the conversation and not sure what to say next, I would just flash briefly into my mind an image of what I wanted to happen between me and her. The first time I did that successfully was with a girl I met in the subway during Halloween. She had makeup and I had makeup. Great conversation starter for sure. And then I took her phone number to send her the picture I took from the both of us, but she gave me a false number. So I sent the picture and nothing happened. But then what happened is that she still found my profile on some social media platform, because in the end she still liked me when she remembered the conversation we had in the subway. So she found me again on social media, she added me as a friend, and then we had an actual date together at the movie theater. And during the conversation we had in that theater after the movie, I was watching her and I was watching her body posture, trying to imitate her body posture. That was not a big move, but just something I was practicing. Then I was flashing through my mind the image of her hugging me and cuddling with me very softly. This image in my mind did not happen that same day. It did not happen. But the very next time we met, The next time we met for a coffee, I think somewhere, that next time she hugged me and stayed close to me for like 10 minutes uninterrupted, and that was a great soft moment. So by maintaining an outcome in your mind, your unconscious mind will fire up the right topics of conversation, the right intuitions for when to push and when to slow down and be more gentle. You will have that intuition if your mind has the right representation for where you want to go. Without the right outcome in mind, your attention might just get pulled by any other topic, even topics that are just uninterested. And the guys who are not comfortable with silence, they will just try to keep talking, but with no purpose in mind. It is just keep talking for the sake of maintaining the conversation, but they don't know where that conversation is going anyway. So maintain a strong outcome in mind and you will know what to say next. The second big mistake is to not pay attention at all to her body language, especially when she does not care about the topic at hand of conversation. Coming back to that idea, you know very clearly if a woman is interested or not by how she stands. When she's leaning toward you, her head tilted on the side like this and staring at you, she's involved. At least her attention is involved with you. When she's pulling back, crossing her arms, like looking elsewhere and being non-responsive, non-reactive to your jokes, non-reactive to the statements you make, barely responding to your questions, she's just not interested in what you talk about. Find something else that she is interested about. Usually, if you want an easy ones that can get by with most girls you are going to interact with, you have the topic of traveling. Very easy, and all of them love to hear about traveling or share with you the stories of when they have been traveling and got out of their boring lives sometimes. This is a very easy topic. Then whenever possible, get the conversation to center more on relationships, obviously romantic relationships. In the past, what have you lived? What did you see your friends doing, not doing? Do you have an example of a relationship that is going really well among your friends? Yes or no? And any topic relating to love, to dating, to sexuality, if she's open to talk about it. Avoid pushing on that if it is too much for her on the first date. Just anything that is more intimate. Get her closer to topics that evocate deeper emotions for her. You might simply lead into any of those topics by using one of the connective phrases. Oh, this reminds me of. Oh, I heard about this the other day. Oh, I read some article on Google or whatever. I read some post about this topic. Oh, you remind me of the story I heard from my friend Johnny the other day. Any of those short connective phrases can allow you to lead into a new topic of conversation, and then whenever you see there is more engagement on her side, you double down on what works. When she's not interested, you move the topic of conversation, and once she's interested, then you take your time, you let the tension build. Remember, be comfortable with silence when she's involved, and let her process the excitement she might have about this new topic of conversation. Ultimately, in terms of topics, you want to start by general things that you could talk about with anyone, and the further you advance in the conversation, the closer you want to get to something very personal that involves only herself and only yourself. So if you talk about yourself, you talk about very personal things, and once it is about her, you have to ask her things about her personal life. Not in the beginning, but as soon as possible. It is what creates a real connection. Avoiding very general abstracted topics. If you talk about science or scientific discoveries and she's not a scientist, just stay there for like 5-10 minutes, then move on. Avoid staying into something too general. Get her to talk about herself and what is more intimate about her. And the last big mistake is to only think into logical structures, which might be the biggest of them all. The male brain is usually calibrated on logic. So I paid for the date, I bought flowers, then A plus B equals C. I paid for this, I did that, then she's supposed to follow me in my bedroom. Does not work like this. I know most guys try to find those perfect formula to always know what to say next and what to do next. It does not work in logical structure in the female brain, at least for most of them. And to accelerate on the explanation for how to use the more emotional principles that govern their mind, you simply stop paying attention to what she says, toward the end, and you start watching more how she responds non-verbally. When her body says something, it means much more than the words she has used, especially the words she has used when she was not in the right emotional state. A woman can have two different parts of herself based on the emotions she feels. If she feels pissed off or angry at something, then she might have words she does not think at all. For men, usually words are sacred. When we say something, it has to be true, or we have to follow up on what we said. For women, it is much more aleatory. They may be more evasive, and what they said under the flow of emotions might not be true anymore tomorrow once they don't feel the same thing anymore. So when comes the time to lead into a different place from the date, avoid asking specifically some conscious approval for do you want to follow me? Never try to get some verbal approval, just watch how she reacts. If you mention you have something very interesting in your apartment, like she's fond of some types of music and you have some instrument to play in your apartment, whatever, watch how she responds. If she responds like, oh yeah, you have this, and she leans toward you when you say this, then it means, okay, I can follow you. That's all you have to know. You don't have to ask her, would you be comfortable sleeping with me tonight? Never ask anything too direct like this. Just watch how she responds when you drop a hint that eventually you might go to your place later or even to her place. Just watch how she responds. If you mention it and she responds like doing this, like, yeah, I have something to do tomorrow, it is getting really late tonight, then she's not in the right state at all, and you should avoid by every means possible to push on the decision right now. Instead, just propose to have a walk outside and keep building the emotional connection while you are walking outside. She might very well change her mind once she has felt better emotions in front of you or in your presence. Again, when she's in the right state, all the things that she said in the beginning, that she was not looking for a date, she does not want a boyfriend, whatever, all of those things might change once she is in the right emotional state. And if you want to figure out the best topics of conversation as well as the best language patterns to evocate more deeper feelings and more sensual feelings in herself while you have the conversation, you have 5 of the best language patterns I have ever used in my own dating life down below. You can download them right away. You will have them ready for tonight if you want to use them and practice with those language patterns. It is ready, available for you for download. You have this down below. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon in the next video.